Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So the other day, as I was running around the stairs at work, for some reason what came up to my mind is one question. What did motherhood teach me? Did I learn anything since I became a mom? Turns out I learned quite a few things. So the first thing for me is my ongoing struggle with patience. It has never been my virtue. But then motherhood not only taught me that I have to continue working on my patience, but that I also have to practice a lot of self-control when I'm losing patience. It's not their fault, really. So the second thing I think I'm learning, and this one is constantly changing just because there are so many variables, it's time management. So this one is depending on what season of their growth they are, from the babydom to toddlerhood to big kidness. It's always changing, and I'm doing things in my own life too that I need to juggle with. It is also a work in progress, but I'm doing a lot better in this one. It's a lot easier to just put a calendar up in front of me and place things in there and be more realistic about it, like I said in my previous video. One other thing, coming to the realization of how I'm going with my own time management skills, is one teacher I used to have back in high school. Her favorite thing to always say was, there's a time for everything. There's a time to laugh, there's a time to study, and there's a time to be quiet. Also, part of the time management is that not everything is worth 100% of my attention. Not everything is even worth me spending time over. I've found some of mine, and it's been going great since, letting go of certain things. I've also learned to snap out of my frustrations a lot quicker, because the rest of the world is not just waiting for me to wallow in my whatever it is. So there are things that need to be done, and I need to deal with those. And while there is a decent amount of time that's required depending on what situation it is, the general idea is, in order for me to be the best mom that I can, I need to let go and snap out of those things quicker so I can be a better mom. I've learned to take better care of my health. So I'm pretty sure I've mentioned in a few other videos that my mom is a doctor. So health was always like the most important thing in our lives growing up. But when you get to college, you're so busy studying, health kind of goes on the back burner. You don't really care about that. All you care about is that grade so you can pass and move on, right? So my health kind of went downhill after that, and it took my oldest being born and crawling around the house, and for some reason she was pulling me down with her so I could crawl with her. And I realized then that my knees were hurting when I was crawling down, so I didn't want to crawl on the floor because they were hurting so much. So that was a turning point for me that, okay, I need to do something about my health. And right around that time also was when she went on solid foods, and well, I definitely had to give her the healthy stuff. So I wouldn't, being the three of us in the house, I didn't want to just buy healthy things for her, and then my husband and I would just I would just eat the junk stuff. So we turned everything around, and since then we've all been eating healthy as best we can, and yeah, it's been doing great. I was 25? Yeah, I was 25 when my oldest was born, and I couldn't crawl on the floor because my knees were hurting. What? So anyways, no more of that, and I'm not 25 anymore, and I feel better than ever. Woohoo! If I learned anything of value, was the importance of being present. I was never a smell the roses type of person. I was always go, 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 and that has been all my life. So I feel like I've always been rushing, always moving on to the next thing that needs to be done, and never really stop and enjoy where I am. I learned to really be flexible, allow things to happen, be okay with things not going the way I planned them to, because it's life. Nothing ever goes the way we plan, right? Am I right? I'm a little bit more flexible with my time, a little bit more flexible with my schedules, and with everything. It feels better. The funniest thing that I've learned is to laugh on the inside with a straight face. I can do it now. There are certain things that these kids come up with. I shouldn't be laughing about it. I should have a straight face. But inside, I'm dying. It's so hilarious that, I end up going somewhere inside and just laughing, get the laughing out, and then go back out to deal with it. That said, I also learned something different with each child. With the first one, I basically learned all the basics because I didn't know anything. When I was growing up, all my cousins, so we all have 5 years or less different, so I don't have any recollection of how to take care of them. So I never really took care of babies. I don't know how that worked. So I learned everything with my first one. Yes, I didn't know how to put a diaper on a kid. Now came my second, and above everything else, I learned that boys really are different than girls. They are. Oh my goodness, the things I didn't have to worry about with my first one. I don't know if because she was a girl. I don't know if it's because she was first. But oh my goodness. It really tried my patience. And I learned to, the little things, how to work around different temperaments. And I really learned a lot more about scheduling and planning and, thinking ahead, seeing the future basically. Prepare and be ready for what might happen. And then finally, with my third one, I learned probably the most important lesson of all. Acknowledging that I need help sometimes and asking for it does not make me weak. Like, I should have all the answers. I don't need to ask anybody. I should probably know everything. I don't know everything. I will never know everything. So yeah, that was something for me to learn. It was an eye-opener. Until next time, when I learn more things, I will definitely share them with my family here. Well, this sums up everything that, thinking everything over. That is it. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed to the family already, please do so. Give me a like for the video. I would love to hear your comments and feedback. And I look forward to chatting with you. Bye!